So we have come together to celebrate the New Year in the Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean tradition. It was last Tuesday on the 17th, but we are doing it today on the Sunday, the year of the Firehorse. I'm born in the year of the Firehorse myself. I have a feeling it's probably the last year of the Firehorse for me, because the next one will be in 2086. I doubt I will make that one. We have a second monk here, Venerable Arditcho, originally from France, was also born in the year of the horse. The founder of our tradition, Luang Por Cha, is born in the year of the horse, 1918. My case is really extreme because in Western astrology I'm Sagittarius, which is also horse and also a fire sign. So forgive me if I ever horse around a bit or if I'm galloping too fast. However, it is really important that we are not falling into superstition. What is your view? Who is a good person? The one who is born in the year of the horse? Or is maybe the one in the year of the dog better? Or the year of the monkey? Who is the better person? It doesn't depend on the year of the birth. It depends on our actions. If we are kind and generous, if we are mindful and wise, if we are peaceful and calm, it doesn't matter which year we are born. Ultimately, what determines the quality of the person is the quality of their actions. And the quality of their action is usually determined by the quality of their mind. If a person has got a very pure mind, free from defilements, filled with wholesome qualities, they usually will do good actions. And then it doesn't matter which year they are born. It is similar in terms of looking into the future. Will the year of the Firehorse be a good year? Will it be a bad year? Will you have good fortune or bad fortune? Now, what we are calling good fortune or bad fortune, in reality is good karma or bad karma. It depends on our actions again. And if we are killing and stealing and we are angry and stingy, and we do that a lot and a long time, and whatever year comes, it will not be a good year, because our bad karma comes back. If we are refrained from killing, stealing, and so on, if we are virtuous, and we are developing loving kindness, compassion, and we are developing insight, wisdom, understanding, then every year will be a good year. It doesn't matter. We will have the Paritta chanting, the light offering ceremony, and the Dhamma quotes, original quotes of the Buddha from the Pali Canon, mentioning horses, translated by the Firehorse monk. But there's one other quote I wanted to mention, and it's a little bit too long to put into a little card from Anguttara Nikāya. And there the Buddha is asking, what kind of horse could be regarded as a royal stallion, a regal steed, a horse worthy as a mount for the king, suitable to be ridden by the king himself. So that should be a thoroughbred, at least a purebred, full-blood horse, and it should have three qualities. It needs to have beauty, it needs to have strength, and it needs to have speed. And it's similar for a Dhamma practitioner. To be a real good Dhamma practitioner, you need to have three qualities. You need to have beauty, You need to have strength, and you need to have speed. You can probably already guess that the Buddha interprets that not in the most obvious sense. The beauty doesn't mean that you have to look like a supermodel or a movie star. But what is the beauty of a Dhamma practitioner? The beauty of a monk is that they keep the Patimokkha, a set of rules, the 227 main rules, and also the other ones in the Vinaya, the Buddha has laid down for the monks and nuns. To see fear in the slightest transgression, to be committed, is voluntary that we ordain. And once we do that, we take on this commitment, so we should be diligent, we should be committed to keeping these precepts, we should be committed to the training. Because the precepts the Buddha has given us are not kept as a purpose in and by itself, but the real purpose of the precepts is to train us in the path of complete purification and freedom, release, leading to Nibbana. They are Nibbana Sangvatanika, they are helpful, they are the conditions that allow our mind to release ourselves from suffering. They're emancipating, they're setting us free, and we're not keeping precepts, rules, to restrict ourselves, the opposite. They're meant to free and liberate us. And of course, you are not monks or nuns, so what is your basic precepts? If you want to be beautiful like the royal steed, what is the precepts which you keep with full commitment? What are the precepts you really train yourselves in order to free your heart from suffering and realize Nibbana? There are 5. Come on, you know the 5 precepts. Number 1? Exactly, not to kill, to train oneself to abstain from intentionally killing any living being. Number 2, not to steal, to train oneself to abstain from stealing. If we are content with the things we can acquire by righteous means. Number 3, no essential misconduct, in particular to be loyal and faithful to your spouse, to your partner. Not 3 or 5 or 17 girlfriends or boyfriends. You're committed. It's another one of commitment. Number 4.
No addictions like alcohol.
That is number 5. Number 4. Not to lie. We are truthful. We train ourselves to abstain from lying. How about polite lies? How about white lies? How about it would be really embarrassing when you're honest? No exceptions. No white lies. All lies are black lies. There's no polite lies. The lying is always bad. The Buddha has never encouraged or condoned lying under any circumstance for whatever motive.
So what are you supposed to do then? If somebody looks really bad and they say, oh, do I look really good? And then what am I supposed to say? You look really bad?
You can say you look amazing. Amazing, it could be amazingly hideous. Amazing isn't a lie. No? So practicing the precepts doesn't stop you from using wisdom and smartness. You can find an expression, oh, this looks really interesting. you can find something. We can be polite without lying. Sometimes in other situations, sometimes we may not have to say anything. Sometimes one can keep quiet. So you use your wisdom faculty, use the smartness. And I think one can find some smart expression to avoid at least lying. So this is the beauty. If you keep these 5 precepts, if you are training yourself in these 5 precepts, then you have got the beauty, just like a royal stallion worthy of being the mount for a king. The second one is strength. Have you seen Clippy on the website and in the email? Clydesdale, he's a very strong fellow. So what is the strength of a Dhamma practitioner? It is the effort in abandoning unwholesome states. It is the energy, the persistence, the effort we put forward to develop wholesome states. What is meant by that, for example, do you sometimes feel irritated? Someone's pushing your button, you feel getting angry, you notice the temperature rising, the heart getting hot, my heart pounding, the little blood vessels coming out and starting pulsating, anger. So the strength of a Dhamma practitioner is when that arises, they make an effort, they strive, they put forth energy, they persevere to abandon anger. Stinginess. Oh, that would be nice for me. Why would I want to give it away? I want that. But this is unwholesome quality. It's not as bad as anger, quite as bad. But stinginess, egotism, wanting only for myself, is not leading to Nibbana, it's not something good. When we notice that, and we make an effort, we strive, and we want to abandon that. Jealousy, laziness, Sunday morning, big New Year of the Horse event in Dhammagiri, alarm clock goes, you wanted to come, and then you're been watching the YouTube until 4 in the morning, had only 4 hours of sleep, you feel tired, you turn around. That's what's called laziness. One makes an effort, one develops a strength to abandon laziness, tiredness, slackness, negligence, jealousy, arrogance. This is the effort abandoning all the unwholesome qualities. And of course we make an effort developing the wholesome qualities. What are the wholesome qualities we develop? Like the Brahma Vihara, the loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity. These are very good ones to develop. And a loving kindness to all beings, without distinction, whatever they did to you, whatever they may do to you, however they respond or not respond, you're kind and you wish them well, and they're still ugly and nasty to you. We develop loving kindness. We develop generosity. Someone mentioned that, the giving, generosity. We are not tight and stingy, but we are liberal, giving, sharing with other beings. And of course, not just kindness and compassion and generosity, but we also develop the mindfulness, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, both by studying the teaching of the Buddha and by practicing meditation, by investigating in our mind causes and conditions. So this is a strength. Beauty is keeping your 5 precepts, really training in that. Your strength is the strength in abandoning unwholesome qualities like anger or stinginess, and developing wholesome qualities like loving kindness, mindfulness, wisdom, generosity. And finally, the speed. What is a speedy upasaka, upasika? That is a Dhamma practitioner who understands as it truly is the first noble truth of suffering, dukkha. The old age, sickness, death and rebirth are suffering. Not getting what one wants is suffering. Being together with those you don't like is suffering. Being separated from those you love is suffering. In short, these 5 groups of clinging: body, feeling, perception, intention, consciousness. This is suffering. And this has to be comprehended. Secondly, the noble truth of the noble truth of the cause of suffering. Samudaya. Dukkha, samudaya, ariya satchang, which is, what is the cause of suffering? Is it really that people die? Is that the deeper cause of your suffering? That you lose them to death? Or what is the deeper cause? What is the real cause of suffering? Exactly, craving, tanha, attachment, upadana. It's not the bad neighbors, it's not the mother-in-law, it's not the boss, it's not the politicians. For sure, these conditions are also true. And some of the pain you can get rid if you manipulate these external circumstances. But the only one which can really end things is the internal craving and attachment. When we abandon that, then we are fully out of suffering. Third noble truth is what? Nirodha Satcha. Nirodha, cessation of what? Cessation of craving, which is the same as cessation of suffering. The craving has to be abandoned. When we abandon craving, then we realize, we experience the third noble truth, the end of craving, which is also the end of suffering, which is also known as Nibbana. And number 4, fourth noble truth, you want to be a speedy horse, you have to know this. Hello? Yeah? A noble eightfold path. Wide view, wide intention, wide communication, wide action, wide livelihood, wide effort. We talked about wide effort already. Wide mindfulness and wide samadhi. This is the path that has to be developed. That is what we really have to do. So, a little horse quote in which the Buddha managed to incorporate the essence of the whole Dhamma practice. To sum it up, the royal horse, which is suitable as a mount for the king, a regal thoroughbred, has to be beautiful, strong and fast. Similar, a Dhamma practitioner has to be beautiful, strong and fast. Beautiful means training in these 5 precepts. Strong means abandoning unwholesome qualities like anger, stinginess, and developing wholesome qualities like generosity, loving kindness, wisdom, insight. And finally, fast. Fast, speedy, in terms of a Dhamma practitioner, means understanding these 4 noble truths as they really are. Suffering, the cause, the end of suffering, and the way leading there. Okay, I think we can move on to the next part of our ceremony. Nati panya sama abha. There's no light like wisdom. There's no radiance like wisdom. There's no splendor like wisdom. There's no brightness like wisdom. And additionally, the Buddha said that wisdom is the highest of all conditioned phenomena. Nibbana is unconditioned. But of those conditioned phenomena, which we can really develop, the wisdom is the highest. And light represents wisdom. So we will do now the light offering ceremony, and we do that by the monks distributing the lights to all of you. And then during the Paritta chanting, we can all hold the lights symbolically brightening and lightening our heart, our mind with the power of wisdom while the monks are chanting. Please, let us share the lights. Please come. You can also go to the other monks. Next will be the Paritta chanting by our group of monks, 3. And as always, we're going to invite all Devas, all Yakas, Nagas, Gandharvas, all Garudas, all Brahmas, Devaditas, Devaputtas, that they join in, that they also have a good year of the Firehorse, that they give us their blessings and protections. And Venerable Adicho will be doing the formal invitation to the Devas.
Paritta meta sameta baranda awikita chita paritang barandu sage kame charupe girisikiratate chantarike vimane diperate jagame taruvanagahane gehawatumikete Bhumma chayantu dewa jalatara visame yakakanda banaga Titanta sandikeyang muniwara vachanang sadavo me sudandu Dhamma savanakalo ayam baranta Dhamma savanakalo ayam baranta Dhamma savanakalo ayam baranta
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Tatiyampi Sanghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi. Yo cakkuma mohamala bhagavato samaṃ vabuddho sugato vimoto marasapasa vinimochayanto papisikhimaṃ janataṃ vineyang Buddhaṃ varantaṃ sirasa namami lokasanatāṃ ca vinayakaṃ ca tante ca sate jayasiddhi hotu sabantaraya ca vinasamentu dhammo dajoyo viyata sasatu dasi siloka savisodhimagang niyaniko dhammadharasadhari satavaho santikaro sucinno Dhammang varantam sirasa namami moha padalang upasantadahan Tante jasati jayasiti hotu sapantaraya Chavina samentu sadhamasena Sugata nukoyo loka sapapu pakile sajeta Santo sayang santiniyo jako chasvakata dhammang viditang karoti sanghang varantang sirasa namami buddhanubodhang samasila diting tante jasati jayasiti hotu sabantaraya Chavina samentu Asevana chapalanang panditanang cha sevana puja cha pujaniyanang etam mangalamuttamang Patirupade savaso chapube chakata punyata atasamma panidicca etam mangalamuttamang bahusachan chasi pancha vinayo chasusikito subhasita chaya vacha Etam mangalamuttamang mata pitu upadanang bodhadara sasangao anakula cakamanta Etam mangalamuttamang danan ca dhammacariya janyatakanang ca sanghao anavajanikam ni etam mangalamuttamang arati virati papa machapana ca sanyamo apamado ca dhammesu etam mangalamuttamang karavo ca nivato ca santuti ca katanyuta kalena dhamma savanang etam mangalamuttamang kanti ca sovaca sata samananang ca dasanang kalena dhamma sakaca etam mangalamuttamang tapo ca brahmacariya ca arya sajjana dasanang nibbana sacikiriya ca etam mangalamuttamang buddhassa loka dhamme citang yasanakam pati asokang virajang kemang etam mangalamuttamang etadisani katavana sabbatama paracita sabbata soting gachanti tante sammangalamuttamandi yang kinci vitang idava urang va sage suvayang ratanang panitang nano samang atitatagatena idam pibuddhe ratanang panitang etena sacena suvati hotu kayang viragang amatang panitang yata caka sakya muni samahito natena dhammena samati kinci idam pidamme ratanang panitang etena sacena suvati hotu yam buddhaseto parivanayi sucing samadhimanang tarikan yama samadina tena samo na vichati idampi dhamme ratanam panitang etena sacena suvati hotu ye pogala atasatang pasata chatari etani yugani honti te dakineya sugata sasavaka ete sudinna ni mahapala ni idampi sanghe ratanam panitang etena sacena suvati hotu yesu payuta manasadalena nikamino Gotamasasanamite patipata amatang vikaya lada muda nibuddhi punjamana idampi sanghe ratanam panitang etena sacena suvati hotu kinang puranang navang nati sambhavang Vyarata cita yatike bhavasmik tekina bija avirul ichanda nipanti dhira yatayam padipo idampi sanghe ratanam panitang etena sacena suvati hotu. Karaniya mata kusalena yantang santang padang abhisame jasako ujo jasujo jasuvajo jasamudu anatimani santo sako jasuparo jaapakijo jasallahu kavoti santindriyo janipako Pagabo kulesu ananukito nachakudham samachare kinchirena vinyu pare upavadeyong sukhino va kemino hontu sabe sata bhavantu sukhitata yeke chipana bhuta tita savata bhagava anavasesa dikava imahantava machimarasaka anukatula ditava yicha adita yicha dure vasanti avidure Bhutava sambhavi siva sabe sata bhavantu sukhitata naparo parang nikubetanati manyeta katachina kinchibaya sana patika sanya nanya manya sadukha micheyamata yataniyang potang ayusa ekapotam anurake evam pisa babute sumana sambhavaye aparimanang metan jasa balokasmik mana sambhavaye aparimanang udhang ado jatiriyang jasambadang avirang asapatang tidang charang nisinova sayanova yavata savigatamido etang sating aditeya brahmamitang viharang idamaruditin chanupakammasilava dasanena sampano kami suvineya gedang nahi jatu kapaseyang punareti. Virupa kehi me metang irapate me chapya putte me metang kanha gotamake chapadake me metang dipadake me chatupade me metang bahupade me mamang apadako hingsi mamang hingsi dipadako mamang chatupado hingsi mamang hingsi bahupado sabe sata sabe pana sabe bhuta cakevala sabe bhadra nipassantu ma kinchi papamagama apamano bodho apamano dhammo apamano sangho pamanavanta nisiring sapani ahivichika satapadi unanabi sarabu musika katame raka katame paritta patikamantu bhutani sohang namo bhagavato namo satanang samma sambuddhanang Pochango sati sankhato dhammanang vijayo tata viriyam piti pasati bojanga catata pari samadupeka bojanga sati te sabadasina munina samadakata pavita bahulikata Sangvatanti abhinyaya nippanaya ca bodhiya etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada ekasmin samaye nato mogalanam cakasapang kilane dokite disva Pochange satade sahite catang abhinanditva roga moching sutang kane etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada ekada dhammaraja pigelane nabibilito Chonda tere natanye vabana petvana sadarang samoditva cha abada tam avuta sitanaso etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada pahinate cha abada tinanang bimaesinang Maga hatakilesa vapatano-pati dhammatang etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada Nati me saranang anyang bodho me saranang varang etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada Nati me saranang anyang dhammo me saranang varang etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada Nati me saranang anyang sangho me saranang varang etena saca vajena sotite hotu sabada yang kinchi ratanang loke vichati vividha putu ratanang buddha samang nati tasma soti bhavantu te yang kinchi ratanang loke vichati vividha putu ratanang dhamma samang nati tasma soti bhavantu te yang kinchi ratanang loke vichati vividha putu ratanang sangha samang nati tasma soti bhavantu te bhavatu samba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba buddha nubhavena sada soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba dhamma nubhavena sada soti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba sangha bhavena sada soti bhavantu te.
Thank you to Ajahn Dhammasiha for leading the Paritta chanting. The next step is now we can offer the lights to the Lord Buddha, to the Triple Gem. And while we are doing that, I can form the resolution, the aspiration that due to this act of offering light to the Buddha, due to the good actions you've been doing today, that in the year of the Firehorse, your mind will be filled with the light of wisdom, and that the radiance, the light of Dhamma will dispel all darkness in your heart. Okay, and please come forward, offer the lights, wishing that the light of Dhamma will illuminate your heart. And after offering the light, please come to receive the horse quotes and the beautiful red envelopes from the two senior monks. Blessings. I can't believe it. You got the last one. Blessings and all the best. Okay, are you studying your quotes? This was a real exclusive. These were fresh translations. The translation done by the monk born in the year of the Firehorse. And you wouldn't believe it, the lady who bought the cards got the last card from me. We literally had... Or did you get... Oh, you gave some other ones. Anyway, with my cards, I gave literally the last one away. It was just enough. If you like, we can do the great reveal for the YouTube, because we kept them secret until this special moment today. Let's see, what have we got? Apamato pamateso sotesu bhajagaro abalasangvasighaso hitvayati sumedhaso. For the YouTube, I can't really get it. Ne? Heedful among the negligent, awake among those fast asleep. The wise advance just like a thoroughbred outruns a worn-out steed. So this is the point, the heedful, not negligent, but diligent and awake. And it's about awakening. Buddha means awakened. With this quality, you will advance and go past those who are sleeping, dozy and negligent. Dantang nayanti samiting dantang raja bhiruhati danto setho manuseso yoti vakyang titikhati. A well-trained thoroughbred performs in front of the admiring crowd, like the circus horses. They can do, everyone watches and admires them. A well-trained purebred horse deserves to be the mount of royalty. A person with a well-trained mind ranks as the best of humankind. Insulted with offensive speech, they patiently endure it all. So that is the point, the well-trained. This is the best person, the well-trained one. Now, the Buddha is the supreme because he is the best trained. He took many, many lifetimes to train in all paramis. And the result, all the qualities you see in the Buddha, ultimately are the result of the training he has done. So it's all due to the training. And that is the crucial quality. And one way whether we can, how we can discern whether we truly are well trained, and they're pushing your buttons and they say nasty things to you, can you patiently endure it all? This is a sign of a well-trained mind, not exploding, not getting angry, but a patient endurance, the highest incinerator of defilements, the highest ascetic practice. Hirini sedho puriso kochi lokasming vichati yonindang apabodhati aso bhadaro kasamivati. Hirini sedha tanuja, Hirini sedha tanuya ye charanti sada sata antang dokhasa papuya charanti visame samanti. Look out for those who are restrained by shame and conscience in this world, who will refrain from blameful deeds as well-bred horses shun the whip. The few with shame and conscience here, who always keep their mindfulness, fare even in a crooked world and reach the end of suffering. This is the art. Have you noticed how crooked this world is? How bad? The genocide in Gaza, the Ukraine war, the scandals, the Epstein files, all this stuff. This is a very bad and crooked world. But we can fare even in a crooked world. And the point is the shame and conscience. Hiri otappe. Absolutely crucial. And refraining from deeds that the wise would criticize. The keeping precepts, doing good things. This is the one we should look out for. And if we mindfully avoid any bad actions, guided by shame and conscience, we can fare even in an evil and bad world. Our own actions are pure. Faring even in a crooked world. I really like that. Don't get depressed when you see the news. As long as we keep pure in our heart, we can fare even in a crooked world. Aso yata bhadro kasani vito atapino sangvegino bhavata sadhaya silena cha virena cha samadhina dhamma vinichayena yacha sampanna vicha charana patisata jahisata dukkhamidang anapakang. Just like a well-trained thoroughbred that's prodded by his trainer's goad, be ardent, keen, unwavering in cultivating virtue, faith and strength. With concentrated mind, investigate the Dhamma mindfully. impeccable in knowledge and deportment, you will be freed from endless suffering. So we should be like the good horse. A good horse actually doesn't need to be whacked. A good horse, when they just see the trainer holding up the good horse will immediately respond and do what is required. And this is a quality we should have. We don't have another person to goading us on. There has to be our own shame and conscience and our own mindfulness. And we have to be ardent, keen and unwavering and always improving our virtue, our precepts, our faith in the Triple Gem and our strength of making an effort. We have to develop samadhi, because only with concentrated mind can we truly investigate the Dhamma. And then we will be in a Vicca Charana Sampanna, like the Buddha. We can be endowed with knowledge and conduct as well, and achieve the end of suffering, Nibbana. So my blessings that you can follow these little verses and that you can experience the end of suffering in your own heart. May the light of wisdom illuminate the year of the Firehorse to you all. May wisdom clear out defilements in your heart. May you be free from all suffering. Tokapata chanitoka bayapata chanipaya sokapata chanisoka hontu sape pipanino etavata chami sambatang punya sampadang sape deva anumodantu sampa sampatti siddhya tanang dadantu sadhaya silang rakhantu sabpada bhavana birata hontu gachantu Devatā gata sape bota balapata pachika nancha yang balang arahanta nancha tejena rakang mandami sappaso.